timber.
Hey folks, how's everyone doing? I hope you're well. You'll have to forgive me, I'd recorded a lot of footage. Some of it was going to be kind of funny, some of it may piss people off, but sadly enough, once I got home and put it in the movie editor, you couldn't hear nothing we were saying. Very little was distorted, sounded like we was back in a cave or underwater, and a lot of it had to do to the waterproof GoPro housing I was using. I should have known better, but whatever it is, what it is. I chopped and clipped, and we're gonna get a little commentary, I guess. But with that said, I think this little snag here is an oak beech tree. I showed some pieces of it in the splitter on a little short video, and a couple of you guys said it looked like beech. I'll agree. I think that's what it is. Petrified, seasoned on the stump, cracked real nice in the splitter. It'd be some nice hot burning wood. And there's a few little locust snags up top we cut. Like I said, I'd videoed a lot, but you couldn't hear nothing. And what I show here in the video is about what you get. But with that said, Simple Man's little 2150. We got this as a non-runner. I think the only thing it was missing was the clutch assembly, so I ended up getting it running. It didn't run well, had like 90 psi. I tore it down. Was hoping it was just, worn out rings or something, but it'd been straight gassed or ran lean. I think it'd been ran lean. Piston scored. A lot of transfer above the exhaust port. I don't even think the cylinder's salvageable, but who knows, we may try, but I think it's pretty much garbage. We ordered the clutch for it, bearing seals, I done an intake boot, the updated clamp and partition, fuel line, impulse line, put a kit in the carb, went with the highway 45mm top end to pop up. Didn't go real crazy with the port work, to be honest with you. It's all kind of mild. I did change the timing everywhere. I did deck some off a little partition that the cylinder sets down on just to tighten the squish up a little, but the magic numbers are what we ended up with in the end. And I did change the timing on each port. Had a really late exhaust opening. Final numbers on it ended up at 105 on the exhaust. It could be taken further, but it's fine where it's at. It has plenty of torque. It could be turned way on up. The primaries I set them at 129. Secondaries I left where they were at 131. We opened up the transfers. I didn't really hog them out massively, but we did work them a little bit. I did show the port work. There was a little bridge like a 372 would have where the cylinder sleeve meets the transfers. We lowered that down and made it all even and nice. Done our normal deal with the intake port, and I set the intake timing at 75 degrees, and we end up the really snappy, fun to run saw. This thing is a blast to run. And believe it or not, a lot of this tree is hard as a rock, just where it's seasoned and petrified, and that chain's nothing special. It's a Husqvarna safety chain, just like one you go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy, or your Husky dealer. It is hand filed. It's been rocked to death. It ain't nothing magical or special. Just something anyone can do. But then again, it's pulling a pretty good chip. Seems to cut really well. They don't cut like that out of the box, I will tell you that. That one's been filed back a few times, and the drags are set with my Oregon depth gauge. I think it sets on about 25 thousandths. I did run a tank of fuel through it here in just a minute. It'll pop up and say first tank gone or something. I put little quotations through this just to let me know where I was at. Because when I'm doing the commentary, I can't hear what's going on in the video. It's just the old school editing software I use. It's always worked. It's what I'll continue to use. But really like the saw, like I said. I know there's a big following for the 350s and these and the 346s and the others. I get it. You're fine. You're very snappy. I'm sure someone's done with the band cut and the bass cut back down. I'm sure they're even funner to run than this one. But it is really torquey and really snappy. Really nice saw. Just something anyone can replicate too. That's kind of what I try to show you guys on this channel. Most of the stuff I show on the videos I show is just, stuff normal people can replicate without having any big special pieces of equipment. There's people out there that don't get that, don't understand it. It is what it is. I'd seen a video this evening. I should stay out of comments, but I'd read a fella's comment and it kind of run all over me. Evidently it did some other people too, I guess, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing there. You see other guys doing that, but like I said, I'd videoed a lot and talked a lot in this, but you really couldn't hear much of nothing. It is what it is. But guys, in a lot of cases, people don't want your opinion. You should never discourage anyone from doing anything, especially if they're starting out and learning. And if someone wants to send them a solid full width and do, that's on them. It is what it is. It really ain't none of your business. I don't really take saws in from the public anymore. I only do them for friends or people that I know or have been followers of my channel for a while. So if you're sending me an email wanting me to do a saw or something, I'm probably not going to do it. I don't think I'm ignoring you, but I've got my reasons. I've got some friends I do it for, and that's about it. And I like to do my own stuff and like to make these videos and have a life other than saws here as well. I hope you guys understand that. And be honest with you, I don't really trust a lot of people anymore. That little piece there, I'm kind of skittish about even cutting it. The ends of it were rotten. I was like, I don't know. But I cut into it, and I think I'll show here in a second that it was sound and solid. I ain't gonna say there was pieces of it that wasn't rotten, but that stuff, once it dries out, it's good to start a fire with. You could throw the pieces of this little log in the stove with some cardboard or a fire starter, and man, within no time at all, you'd have a hot fire going. I'll guarantee it. It ain't gonna last long, but it's good to get one started with. And you should have different types of wood. You should have hardwood, soft wood. Is what it is. Or at least, that's my opinion, or that's how we do it here. But yeah, this is a fun saw. I'm anxious to do my 351. I may end up doing one of them with the same build. I've got a lot of parts to 350. I won't have to buy much to build one. I've got the 340, but that thing runs so good the way it is. It's just like my beater saw, but it's really not in that bad a shape. It's actually a pretty nice saw. I hate to tear the thing down, but who knows? It may end up with a 350 top end on it. We have a couple of them laying there. I've got a closed port one and an open port one. We'll just see what the future brings. I don't know. My old 360, I brought it as a backup saw, and this is the tree. One of you guys asked why I killed it. We needed some test subjects to test saws here at the house. It is what it is. There's a bunch of them here. Probably should have left it, let it grow up, be a little bigger, but it went to getting kind of crooked out toward the top of it, and these poplars, they're a dime a dozen here on the property and all over the place. And it was an easy one. It was leaning in the right direction, and I needed test logs. But I just love that old 360, and you can tell by looking at it, she's used and abused. It needs a little cosmetic upgrade, I guess. She's starting to look pretty rough. It's actually the first time this year I've drug it out. It still had old fuel in it from last fall, I think. But fourth pull, she cracked right off and started up. And ran good. Been a good old saw. Been fully rebuilt, ported, highway pop up. Just a good old saw. And here we are running it again. I'd actually limbed up a whole tree with this. It wasn't nothing big, but we ran almost another tank through it, I guess. And, don't copy nothing that I do, guys. Like the tree at the bottom, one of the branches fell, and I watched my wife's video. She videoed their phone. I uploaded it. I came home and ordered a hard hat for when we're in the woods cutting that stuff. I get a good laugh out of this. Think she'd hit something. The little saw was a little dull. But she got her put on the ground, and, we got a load on the truck. But I think this is about over. I hope I didn't do too much ranting. Guys, just try to be nice to people. And in a lot of cases, you might want to keep your opinion to yourself. But as always, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one.